Nowadays, I think people just realise he's just brilliant, isn't he? Left-handed and right-handed. So no offence taken.
And when it comes to potting recovery blues into the four corner pockets, I think O'Sullivan is the best there's ever been.
Yeah, and the other thing that was good about that shot, there wasn't a huge gap for him to get through for this red.
24.
He's going to nudge into the reds. It's a question of how he does it. Probably hit the end one. I don't think that was one of his best. He lost the cue ball there. It wasn't bad luck. It was not a particularly good shot. Ronnie will be aware of that. Hitting the first red half ball, losing the cue ball up the table. Could be end of break this.
Yes, the blue is preventing him potting the red to the middle.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 31.
And that was loose.
Yeah, Ronnie clearly disappointed, but he will take a little heart from the fact that the black's now gone awkward, the pink's away from its spot, so even though Mark has got a comfortable red, his colour is not straightforward at all.
And when you've made a poor start to a match, any match, particularly a final against someone of O'Sullivan's calibre, the best thing he can do is to spend an extended period of time at the table, getting some points on the board and getting the cue arm going.
I mean, so much expectation going into this match. You don't really want your confidence dented early, and I think already that's the case with Mark. He hasn't played at all, and the fact remains it is a long match, but you don't want to let Ronnie get away. It'll be tough for him to make a lot here. I mean, even that shot's gone slightly wrong. Played on it into the middle. He's got a shot in the middle still, but also up into the top left. He's playing centre pocket. Again, holding the cue ball, not the easiest thing in the world to do. At least he gets the pink back into the game, though, on its own spot.
11.
Yes, and every pot will make him feel just that little bit better.
Wanted to be straighter on this. Might have to use the red over on the left of the table to hold the cue ball, which he's done, but unfortunately, once again, the cue ball a bit near a cushion here. And there's not really a player around that likes playing shots from
18.
The cushion with your hand on the rail. That's what he's got to do. Got no choice. There you see the bridging, and that's not nice. He got a diabolical contact there. That was a terrible sound it made.
18.
That was definitely a kick for me. Just didn't sound right at all, Phil.
No, O'Sullivan's pointing to the red and asking Paul Collier to clean it. It definitely straightened up.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those kicks that didn't really jump, but it just made an awful sound. Didn't sound like two snooker balls hitting each other, that's for sure. Just to explain what happened there, Ronnie asked for the red to be clean, which was in his own time. In other words, there's no concessions as far as if you need a ball cleaned, you have to have it done in your own 25 seconds. So Ronnie had no great time to pop that red in the end. I wonder what happens if Paul Collier drops the red. I suppose he has to stop the clock, doesn't he?
Lots of action on the cue ball. It all depends whether the red will go past the black
5.
into this top left-hand pocket.
I think it may go. I don't think Ronnie knew too much about that. The last shot he played was just to get down this end, I believe. He's on that red though. I think Ronnie will be too worried about the black being where it is, with those reds out in the open with his lead. If he was behind, he'd be trying to develop the black, but I don't think he'll bother. Doesn't really need it.
12.
Yeah, so Sullivan will play hard, there's no doubt about that. The list of players who've beaten him in ranking event finals is relatively short. Mark Selby is on that list. At the Welsh Open right at the start of 2008. And he did so coming from well behind to win 9-8.
19.
O'Sullivan will be taking absolutely nothing for granted, and there will be no complacency.
20.
Although it has to be said that O'Sullivan has won all 4 Premier Leagues under the shot clock format, and in 2 of those finals he's completed a whitewash.
25.
Ronnie just looks up at the scores. Difference of 42 points, though. Well, this red and the colour will be enough. This red will make it 43, so technically, mathematically, Mark could tie the frame, but if Ronnie pots this, then I suppose he's not going to miss his colour, is he, like this? So it's going to be another frame chalked up for O'Sullivan, this. What a start.
$32. 33.
'Super shot, deserve more.
39.
The crowd urged, the red didn't listen. Yes, Neil, what a start, a dream start for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He'll be more than halfway to defending the title.
Thank you.
If O'Sullivan does win tonight, it will be his 42nd title in professional snooker. In a Sunday tabloid today, he actually described himself as an underachiever, and I personally agree with that. And it just goes to show how good he is. 42 titles and he's underachieved.
Timeout.
Timeout called. Mark might have to play off the cushion here. He's playing I think a 1 cushion escape. He wants to play it fairly slowly. Just some the yellow and it's that 1 cushion. Of course, Mark wouldn't have wanted a touching ball. Means Ronnie can just play away. There's a chance he can put him in more trouble. Mark looked pretty relaxed. Saw him earlier on this afternoon just playing 10-pin bowling at Potter's. Lots of leisure activities. He was enjoying them. So he wasn't too worried about this match. Hopefully he didn't get too relax and too loose this afternoon because he has a big match to play, and that is another mistake.
Only the red just above the black will pot, and it's not easy.
Yeah, you got it right there, Phil. I don't think Ronnie particularly fancied the red. He played it in such a way that the cue ball was going to go right up the table. Well, that might give him some confidence. Now, how's his feelings about the game? Does he want to go into the pink and smash the reds open? I think he's going to have to.